Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Burgers Like Bob. Today's burger of the day is an interesting and fun one, the Totally Radish Burger. The Totally Radish Burger consists of a French roll top bun, creme fraiche, sliced radish, a 4-ounce burger, green leaf lettuce, and the bottom bun. So let's get started. A day before we make the burger, we need to make creme fraiche. This is a super simple process that will leave you wondering why you've been so lazy and buying it from the store your whole life. All you need is 2 simple ingredients, heavy cream and cultured buttermilk. Start by pouring 2 cups of the heavy cream into a tall container, then add a 1/4 cup of the buttermilk into the cream. Take a spoon, or any utensil will work, and stir the mixture together a few times. Then take a coffee filter, or any breathable material, and cover the container and secure with a rubber band. Let this mixture sit at room temperature undisturbed for 24 hours. Up next is the French rolls. Start by pouring 1 1/4 cup of warm water into the bowl of your stand mixer. Then whisk in 1 1/2 teaspoons of active dry yeast until it's all dissolved in the water. Set that aside to rest for 10 minutes. Next, measure out 2 3/4 cup of AP flour, then add 1 1/2 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. Grab your whisk and whisk it all together until the salt and sugar are evenly incorporated. Grab the mixing bowl with your yeast mixture, which should be foamy and fragrant, and add in the flour mixture. With a wooden spoon, stir the mixture together until a very rough dough starts to form. Bust out your stand mixer and attach the mixing bowl, making sure it's locked into place. Then attach your dough hook. Mix on medium speed until a smooth and elastic dough is formed, which should take around 6 to 8 minutes. Once the dough is finished mixing, remove the bowl from the mixer. Gently flour your work surface and transfer the dough from the bowl to your work surface. Gently knead the dough and form into a large ball. Then evenly coat a mixing bowl with olive oil and gently set your dough inside. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap, and then we're going to proof the dough for 1 hour. After an hour, the dough should be doubled in size. Remove the plastic wrap and practice your inner Mike Tyson and punch the air out of the dough, going for a TKO. Hey, that rhymed. Then place the plastic wrap back on the dough and proof for another 30 minutes. While the dough is proofing, line a sheet pan with parchment paper. Then drizzle a couple tablespoons of some olive oil and start practicing your Bob Ross painting skills by spreading it evenly with the pastry brush. Don't forget your happy trees. Now we need to make an egg wash by separating 1 egg white. Then add 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of water to the egg white. Whisk that together until it's nice and homogeneous. Once the dough is doubled in size again, remove the plastic wrap and transfer the dough to your work surface. Gently knead the dough to press out any of the air still remaining. Grab a scale and dust both the scale and the dough with a little bit of flour. Divide the dough into 5 equal portions, about 120 grams each. Form the dough into little stubby logs by folding back each side of the dough to create some surface tension. Then you're going to pinch and roll in the middle, almost like a fat Twinkie. Roll the dough in a little bit of flour and place on the oiled sheet pan. Now, I'm no professional baker, so these aren't perfect, but I cover it up by saying they have a rustic charm to them. Once your chubby little Twinkie rolls are shaped, get a sheet of plastic wrap and oil it up real well. Once again, spreading it evenly using those Bob Ross skills. Then gently place it over the rolls. We're going to let these babies proof again for 30 more minutes while the oven preheats to 425 degrees. Once the oven reaches 425 degrees, gently remove the plastic wrap from the thrice-proofed rolls. Then using a razor blade or sharp knife, score 3 or 4 slits in the top of each roll. Then grab your egg wash and brush a thin layer over the top and sides of each roll. This is going to give it that nice bronze top when it bakes. Now it's time to bake these for 25 minutes, rotating halfway through. And voila! Golden, crispy, chewy French rolls. Just try not to eat them all before making the burger. Next, we're going to make the creme fraiche mixture. So get out your cutting board, then grab half of a cucumber. Oh my god, let's try that again. Half a cucumber, then grab a peeler and peel through the outer skin all the way around. Then gather 6 red radishes, setting aside 1 radish for the garnish. Grab a sturdy box grater, as well as a strainer set inside of a bowl. Grate the cucumber on the side with the large holes, over the strainer to drain off any excess water. Then do the same thing with the 5 radishes. Once all the vegetables have been grated, dump out the excess water that's left in the bowl and transfer the vegetables into that bowl. Grab a quarter bunch of dill and pick out all the leaves, discarding the stems. Once they've all been picked, roughly chop with the knife and add it to the bowl with the vegetables. Take the radish that you saved for garnish and carefully slice it into thin rounds. Then store the radishes in a bowl of ice water, making sure they stay nice and crunchy while you finish the rest of the burger. While your cutting board is still out, go ahead and cut your French rolls in half using a knife that's way too big for this task. Get your bowl of grated vegetables back out, and now let's check on our creme fraiche. It's been 24 hours, so it should have thickened up beautifully, but let's check it out and see for ourselves. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sexy like soft serve. Measure out 1/3 cup of your homemade creme fraiche and add it to the bowl of vegetables. Then with the rubber spatula, mix everything together until uniform. Make sure to season with a little bit of salt, mix it back up, and then give it a taste to make sure it's properly seasoned. Once it's to your liking, transfer into a smaller container and place in the fridge while you cook the burger. Speaking of the burger, since this is on a French roll, we need to form it into a long rectangle instead of a circle. The easiest way to do this is on top of parchment paper, but be careful not to smash it up too much while you're shaping it. This is what you're looking for when it's all said and done. Grab your griddle and preheat it at 350 degrees, then drizzle on about 2 tablespoons of oil. Season your burger with salt and pepper, then place the seasoned side down onto the oiled griddle. Once it's caramelized on the first side, about 3 to 4 minutes, flip it over onto the other side and cook it for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Once the burger is finished cooking, set it aside on a tray and let rest for about 5 minutes. Then take your buns and toast them in the brown bits left behind from the burger. Once they finish toasting, set them aside on a plate. Finally, time to assemble. Start by gathering your toasted buns, then lay down a couple pieces of green leaf lettuce onto the bottom bun. Next goes the burger on top of the lettuce. Then grab your creme fraiche mixture from the fridge and scoop a couple of spoonfuls onto the top bun. Then finally, layer the sliced radishes that have been chilling in the ice water on top of the burger. Cap it all off by placing on the top bun. And there you have it, the finished Totally Radish Burger. Now, time for the taste test. While it is somewhat refreshing, the meatiness of the burger overpowers the other flavor in a way that just doesn't really work for me, so I'm sending this one over to Mort's Crematorium. Thank you for taking the time to join us as we check off one more burger from the world of Bob Belcher. Make sure to like the video and click the subscribe button. Join us next time